Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here today as we're sitting here talking about UFC. I don't even know what number it is. Honestly, all I know is that on Friday, the big return of Ronda Rousey after her loss. Seems like it was almost forever ago. Ronda Rousey is going to be returning to the UFC to take on Amanda Nunes, and this is going to be a badass fight. Honestly, from watching the build up to this fight that UFC put together, I can honestly say that I don't think Ronda Rousey is going to be bringing it to the octagon. I think that honestly she's sort of being forced into this return, and I don't think this is what she wants to do. And I think that she is ready to put UFC and her fighting career behind her. We've heard lots of interviews with Ronda Rousey since her loss, where basically says that she wanted to kill herself. After her loss and after her father's suicide. I mean, honestly, when somebody has suicide in their family bloodline, when somebody says something like that, you really have to believe what they say. Some other people might just be, use that as an expression to throw around. But, Rousey honestly really took that loss really hard. She was at the peak of her career. And you can have Mike Tyson come on and basically say that everybody loses. It's a part of the sport. It's a part of the game. But I don't know. To me, honestly, when Ronda Rousey lost, it was almost like she fell off of that mountaintop. And I don't know who you put her up against in order to reclaim that. But you can tell from Ronda Rousey interviews that, she has basically put it out there that she's not going to be fighting long. I think that honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if she loses this fight and rides off into the sunset, becomes a UFC Hall of Famer. I think that all of the plans that were being put into place, whether if that's, Ronda Rousey appearing for WWE at a WrestleMania or, being a huge successful movie star, which might be one of the reasons that things got in the way. Things kept on popping up for Ronda Rousey, and people kept on saying this is the reason why she's going to lose. Whether if that was her appearing, I believe, in the Fast and the Furious movie, or her, taking the Sports Illustrated swimsuit gig. People kept on saying that she had outside interests that were going to lead to her losing, and she sort of overcame those. But when she climbed into the octagon against Holly Holm, you could honestly say it was a lot like the Buster Douglas versus Mike Tyson deal, where you could just tell right off the bat that she didn't bring her A game. And I don't know if, Ronda Rousey would have gotten the octagon, 10 more times with Holly Holm if she would have won the rest of those. She just had one bad night, and, she had to pay for it, and it cost her a lot of money. But honestly, you can look at it with Holly Holm. She definitely lost a lot of money in there because UFC really wanted Holly to wait for the rematch, wait for Ronda to get ready. But Holly Holm, at her age, she needed to get out there and she needed to fight. She needed to get those fights under her belt. Basically, that's how she was going to make her money. Her sitting on the sideline just with her, championship belt up on the wall. It wasn't going to make her any money. She made the mistake. She got in there. She got beat. So there was no direct, real rematch for Ronda Rousey to get in there. Since then, the girl who beat Holly Holm, she's lost the title as well. I think the title flipped on, I think, 3 women title fights in a row. Just got passed around in a circle. Now Ronda here is stepping into the octagon against Amanda Nunes, and she's bringing her A game. She knows that this possibly, even though she's coming in the champion, is going to be the biggest fight of her career, and she's not going to let that go to waste. She wants to be, she can't be the one that beat Ronda Rousey, but she's going to make sure that she builds that onto her, Wikipedia page. She wants that in her history timeline, is that maybe she's the one who made Ronda Rousey retire and realized that she didn't have it anymore. So I'm not really thinking that this is just one more trip to the bank for Ronda Rousey. So many times with, older, especially heavyweights in the men division, you see guys get into the octagon 2 or 3 more times after that they've had their last fight. Ronda Rousey definitely isn't somebody who's going to be cashing in by leaving UFC and going to Bellator. I think that she's done. I think that she's really, really done after this fight. I think that she's going to lose. I know that she's one hell of a great athlete. She's going to be the one woman who put the women's division for UFC on the map, and that was a huge gamble for Dana White to take, and it paid off, like a lot of the gambles that he took. But I don't think on Friday night it's going to be Ronda Rousey's night.